I'll stay on the ground. I'll prep. Let me see. Let's see. I guess I'll prepare major action with my spear in case the enemy comes up close enough.
All right. Winter.
Winter's going to back up a little bit. And that's all she's gonna do.
As you guys are prepared, you hear a thumping and a growling sound coming up from behind. You hear something coming up from behind the army, but you can't quite see it yet. Bramble.
I'm gonna use a major action and just go into defend.
Alright. And now it is the Oakovith's turn. Alright, they begin to, you see these small creatures, about as big as the troglodytes, but they run on all fours they're almost like gorillas with their fronts seem to be hands, but they run with them, and they run snarling and sneering at you. You can see what looks to be like red ooze coming out from their mouths, what looks would be like slobber. They have purple skin, jagged runes painted on their foreheads, and short little devilish horns as they come barreling down the sand towards you. Also seemingly unhindered by it.
This is the end of the turn order, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I will interrupt and fire.
Okay.
At that one.
Okay.
Dexterity fire.
What's your dexterity?
3.
No, it is not.
That is disappointing. Okay. So I add 3 piercing onto this.
Yes.
So 17. That's without any stunt points.
$17, you said?
Yep.
Okay. You take out your arrow, and with one shot, your arrow finds its mark, and you headshot one of the first ones thrown, and it falls to the ground. And you see a little arc of lightning spark off of your arrow and hit the Ogolith next to it, doing a little bit of damage, getting it to kind of winces as it takes the jolt and then continues running forward. It is Galgalax's or leader's turn. I can't see the grid, so I gotta change that.
Oh, also something I should point out. Where did Olaf go?
That's a good question, and because I don't want another NPC to deal with, he's defending the gates.
There we go.
Seems like, yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay. Harmony, much to your, I'm sure, chagrin, as soon as the Ogolith come close, Leader takes his greatsword and he says, "Vartrog!" and just runs up to the front line, screaming the whole way down.
Oh, of course he does.
Well, there goes that plan.
Another thing to do.
Did you break the macro, or is it just
It's
not
broken.
okay?
Yep. Too bad, that would have been 6 stunt points.
Oh, it's still 6 cents. So for that, he's gonna do lethal blow and a skirmish. So then.
Sad damage roll, but not bad at the same time.
It's kind of scary, actually, considering those low, a pretty low damage roll.
Yeah, two-handed swords are scary.
He can roll 3d6 by the looks of it, but he only has a +2 for guaranteed damage. But I guess that's sort of the price.
So yeah, he runs up. He takes his greatsword, and he just cleaves the first couple. He cleaves one of them totally in half, one of the Ogoluth, and then he takes his sword and he cuts off the horn of the second Ogoluth, and as he cuts into the group, it startles several of them who weren't expecting this, bow-flexed up Trog to just come and tear through them. So several of them jump back and scream, forcing them back into the other Ogoluth behind them. Minda.
Well, Murder Fairy, go for it.
Okay, I'll start out with... And it broke again. Why?
Go ahead and try again.
Ooh. Spell stats. I think I'm going to use fast casting if I can. Yeah, can I
Sure,
do that?
yeah.
Since reroll with the minor action?
I don't see why not.
Oh, that stunt die is disappointing.
It's something.
Yeah, I'll put those points there. Here, that didn't work. That work? I think that worked.
Alright, and then you can cast another spell. Script is working.
I'll just use skillful casting to reduce the magic point cost. And I have to add up all of what I just spent.
Okay. Harmony, you see Binda above you, her eyes go to a sort of white, and you watch her sort of almost like the wind around her begins to kind of swirl around her for a minute, and you can see as she casts magical energy becomes sort of an armor around her, and it permanently sort of stays there. And then you see as she opens her eyes again, a familiar life-size mace appears next to her, and it starts sort of swinging in the air as the phantom weapon prepares for the assault. Gorm.
Okay. I will reload my crossbow and fire another bolt.
Go for it. That will hit.
Plus 3 equals 14.
Well, it's not really +3. It's an additional. So you got to keep it separate because any armor penetration will apply to the damage you roll from the crossbow. That goes on
It is
top
separate.
of it.
It's not inside. I didn't put it into that roll.
Right, but when you say +3, it kind of, you just can't just say it's 11 damage and then 3 penetrating. Just because it confuses me.
Okay.
Sorry, I know I'm being specific and picky, but I have a lot going on in my head right now.
No worries.
Okay, is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's all my actions.
Okay. Once again, you send another bolt flying, and once again, this time it impacts one of the oak booths so fast that it just sort of picks it up off the ground and throws it backwards. A little bit of lightning sputtering off of its body. Airy. You can see the troglodytes closest to you are getting eager to get into combat, especially with leader already fighting them.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, since their leader has decided to engage, I figured they are probably chomping at the bits, or will go anyways. Now is the best time for me to initiate my attack. I will go ahead and say to them, charge, but I'm also going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then charge myself to that one.
Okay.
And then attacking with my short sword. That might hurt. Alright. Is his dexterity less than mine? A dexterity of 2.
You had to re-roll that, it broke.
Oh. Really?
3.
It's okay.
That's not bad.
Total's actually a bit better.
What's your dexterity?
Dex is 2.
And it is not above.
Okay, so he's at 2 or above on his dexterity, so I can't use pinpoint. Okay.
No.
Do I get my stun points or no?
I will be lenient and let you have the stun points since it broke.
Oh, okay. Just gonna leave it up to you. If you want to, that's fine. If not, it's okay.
It's fine. I wouldn't have given it to you if you had missed the second time, so. But you didn't.
Okay. In that case, it's going to be a 1d6, which is 2 plus 2d6, because I'm going to use Mighty Blow as well as Pierce Armor.
Okay.
Ouch.
So that's 13.
Yeah, there'll be 13 with piercing on it. The armor rating is halved versus this attack, so whatever armor they have is a lot less than what it was.
Okay, yep. You taking your daggers, you run with your head ducked down a little bit, and then you pass by the charging Ogluth, who don't seem to notice you immediately. And you take that opportunity to immediately dash, turn your knife, dash, and charge into one of the first ones on the outline, and you stab him with so much impact that you stab him like through his heart, and he catches up the ground and almost like hangs like a limp rag doll on your knife as you take the dagger back out and prepare for your next attack. And it's Sheep Odolip's turn. He's gonna step out. I'm still here, I promise.
Okay. I figured you've got a lot of things to juggle, so just take it slow, take it as you can, and help blow the demons up, as it were. I hope that doesn't hit me.
Okay. So okay. So that's everything within there. Please hold while I do a lot of calculation.
No worries.
Okay. Those of you paying attention, you see the chief. He steps out from behind his army, and seeing leader in the fray and golden leader in the fray, he once again raises his hand, and he raises it up towards the sky, and the sky, already dark, darkens somehow even more. And then his eyes crackle with lightning, as does his hands, and the energy seems to travel up his hand and up into the sky. And you watch lightning clouds form above him, and then swirl and swirl until they begin to move above the Trognight army, or the Ogluth army, until they stop and they land, and they hover just above the Ogluth army. And then out of nowhere, you just hear as lightning just attacks individual Ogluth, and you see several of them just die immediately and stop short as lightning crackles in their body and it just becomes smoking ruin. As you watch this older troglodyte, who seemed pretty frail, maybe is not as frail as he seemed.
And I thought he was cool even before he did that.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
So Travis can use guardian magic. Good to know. And that's master level, I think, right?
You can roll on your turn. Oh wait, you're air, aren't you?
Huh?
Yeah. You have air magic, don't you?
Yeah, I have air magic.
Then you would know that that's a master level air spell. All right, yeah. You watch as all of the remaining trogs just with that, and then they just run straight into the storm and then towards the Ogluth. Two of them got there, so they're gonna do like 2 attacks. Okay, both of those will hit.
Can I have that damage roll?
Nope.
If you represent a dozen people, maybe.
Clone yourself. Roll the die. You might. It might clone you.
Let's see here. The gnomes are where, and I can get to them how?
You have a magic die in your possession.
Yeah, I do.
Plan on that wish thing. I wish to have 20 of me.
Remember, to be very specific, I wish to be able to split myself into 20 different versions of me. And recombine at will. Very specific. Also, that level of wish, if wishes in the system work anything like D&D, might kill you if you fail.
So yeah, the two trucks that the two groups of trucks that managed to get into the Ogluth, they come in and they just start tearing apart the Ogluth. They tear into them, screaming and clawing at them, doing everything they can to just tear the creatures apart, tear them asunder. Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's gonna take a defend as a major action for his turn.
All right, good to know. Curiosity.
I will attempt to cast Life Ward on Harmony. I think it's perfect.
Go ahead and try again.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, some stun points. Although most of those are useful for damaging purposes. Oh wait! Oh sweet! If the spell affects one target, I can have it affect two. So can I make it affect myself as well?
Unless the spell says you can, I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. I'll use Split Spell and Skillful Casting.
Okay.
So the effect of that spell is, like, immediately as soon as you drop below 10 health, you gain 2d6 health.
Okay, so you each have a life ward on you. Good to know. Okay, so curiosity, as you begin, as you are flying up in the sky, you seeing the army in front of you. You say a quick prayer to yourself, to the light, and your golden hand that you normally use to cast spells, you cast it onto Harmony, wishing to protect him. And Harmony, you feel this golden light, familiar and comforting, envelop you as you prepare yourself for battle. But it seems as curiosity as your prayer is answered doubly as you cast a spell. You feel it also kind of take hold on yourself, and you embrace that and prepare yourself for your next actions. Harmony.
Is the storm still going on?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to be affecting you or the other troglodytes, though.
Okay.
But it's howling and raging, and it's really loud, even louder.
If I use so I can use a move action, and if I use a fly action, I can kind of go over people, right? Because I'm 3 yards in the air. But like, I mean, they can still attack me with no penalty, I know, but
Yeah. I mean, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to
I'm
fly?
trying to fly over so I can kind of see what's going on.
Okay, that should be a problem as long as you stay underneath the storm.
Okay. But if I was trying to like circle higher than that, that might be a problem.
It might be hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't circle this turn anyway. I can only fly.
And here, and other things.
Okay, I'm gonna fly through and kind of see what I can see as I'm going through it.
Okay. Roll perception for me. I'll get to what you see in a minute. Winter.
Okay, Winter's going to use Burning Shield on herself.
Nice.
Okay, and now she has a flaming shield around her. And that's all she's gonna do.
Yep. Okay, Vinda, you watch as Winter, who's previously always had problems with her magic, especially her fire magic, but you see what looks to be sort of like a fiery shell engulfs her completely. And it's almost like it just kind of like, almost like a pair of wings just sort of flails out of her body, and the flames lick around her skin, but she doesn't seem to be affected by it in any way. Do you light up at all? Does Flaming Shield
Me?
say? Yeah, does Flaming Shield say you light up at all?
No, but every time a enemy does a melee attack on me, they get 2 penetrating damage.
Okay. Bramble.
Okay, Bramwell's going to use a minor action to aim. He's going to use his ranged attack, and he's going to hit the creature that's next to. Don't know how to select that one. It's the second one in the back on the left.
You can just hold on it and it'll ping. Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Unfortunately, that'll be our first miss. A 10 will not hit. So you shoot an arrow, but the storm sort of throws off your aim a little bit, and so you shoot it, and it spirals off into the storm, and you lose sight of the arrow. It's the Ogre's turn now, so hold a moment.
Please hold. Oh, where's my Jeopardy theme music?
Okay. I'm gonna probably need some help keeping track, so we're gonna start with this guy. He's making his attack against Aerie. He's gonna take a bite at you.
Ah, that shall miss.
Okay. So you, one of the Ogluthus, as you stab into his friend, takes a passing bite as he runs past you, but you just easily duck out of the way. Next up is this one. That's a hit. Okay, this one. Okay, this one. That's a hit. This one. This is gonna break a lot.
Yeah, it seems to be breaking a lot, which is interesting.
I think it's the separate damage macros.
Yep, so that's gonna hit him.
Well, the damage macro should be connected in any way. I don't know how they break it.
That attack does nothing because it's absorbed by his armor. So then that one. This one. Okay, yeah, that will hit. Okay, that will conclude their turn as they enter the foray and blood and gore consumes. You see them tear into several of the troglodytes, but they seem to be pretty hardy and they hold their own. They make a couple of them make attacks to Aerie and to Leader, but both seem to fend off. As they attack, however,
Not pleasant sound, not pleasant sound, not pleasant sound.
The sound of
You see a large creature held together by what looks to be bone and sinew and maybe a hint of jello, lumbering out on two legs and smashing at the sand as it comes through, and gives out a heavy cry as it marches through the battle and kicks up dust in its wake. And that's where we're gonna end the night.
Well, I want to stab it.
It's a shame. I wanted to get some shots into it.
Swarm the giant monster.
On the plus side, that means we're all still alive.
Yeah, for now. We'll see what happens though next time. That will be in, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks from today?
That depends. We'll see.
Or next week. It depends on our GMs. We'll see what's going on.
Oh, I'm prepared for next week. I don't know if we'll be prepared for the week after that.
That's close enough. Anyway, those of you who have been joining us in on YouTube, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the evening's entertainment. I hope you all have a good night and God bless.